Hello, everybody. It's me, Dana. This has been popping into my head a lot the last few weeks. Some of the reasons why babies or young children might cry, and you can't figure out why they're upset. One reason might be they they have an earache. Now, I myself am an extremely sensitive person, and whenever I've been somewhere like at a baby shower or a family reunion, a big event, when there's a baby somewhere nearby, I love to hold the baby. Um, I'm like the baby whisperer. If the baby's upset, it's like, oh, can I hold the baby? I can calm the baby down. Babies have very sensitive ears, much like myself. On a summer day, I can get an earache and it can bring me so much pain. And it's a very indescribable pain. It's very painful. So if your baby just seems to be very upset and crying for no reason, there's always a reason. You just don't know what it is. And that could be it. Could be the very teeniest, tiniest little wind breeze. It doesn't take much, just a drop in the temperature, and I can get an earache. Like I say, it can be summertime, and there are days I need to cover my ears because I can get an earache. So note that babies' ears should always be covered when you're outside. Um, Another reason could be the material on their clothing, or the clothing that they're wearing. There's certain clothing like I've tried on. It's like, oh, that's such a cute looking top or dress or whatever. I put it on, and it's like 2 seconds later, ripping it off. Nope, I cannot wear that material. Like some materials are, they don't breathe. They're just so extremely uncomfortable, like instant irritation. So the material of the clothing that the baby is wearing might be irritating them. There might be a tag on the clothing that is scratching them or poking them. The end part of a zipper, like it could, on the inside, the plastic part can be sharp, and that can be poking the baby. So if for Noah, if the baby it's like baby's not hungry, baby might have bad gas. So just to gently, they may need to just be burped and burped and burped. Sometimes it's just a whole bunch of gas. So those are some reasons that you might not have thought of. Sometimes there could be something that's irritating the skin, or they're too hot, or they're too cold. So check to make sure they're not uncomfortable from the material. They're not too hot. They're not getting all heated up. Or opposite, make sure they're not too cold. Okay. So a good rule of thumb is like if it's t-shirt weather for you, um, t-shirt plus one more layer is what baby's going to need. Baby's going to need one more layer. Make sure the ears are covered. And what else? Of course, if there's a fever, then that means there's something else wrong in the body. So it can be teething, right? Could be getting a new tooth, right? Also examine, make sure there isn't a hair wrapped around their fingers or toes. Sometimes your hair could have got off, and it could be wrapped around one of their toes, and it could be causing them some discomfort. So carefully examine, make sure the outfit isn't, if you take off the outfit and you see the baby's all heated up, like they got like a red rash or whatever, or they just like a heat, then that's not a good type of material to put your baby in. Try to stick to natural fibers like cotton and, yeah, as much as you can. Those work best and keep baby comfortable. So these are just thoughts that have been playing on my mind over and over again. So maybe some of you have been struggling with a fussy baby. Maybe the blankets that you're using, or the detergent that you're using to wash the clothes in. Give babies clothes and babies bedding. Maybe switch the detergent and use way less, and maybe double rinse, because just there's certain detergents, same thing. If I wash my clothes and that, it's like, oh my goodness, I gotta double rinse the entire load, because it's like, nope, I'm highly sensitive, and that's kind of why I can tune into what's irritating the baby, or what's irritating your pet. They may not speak yet, but they're talking, they're letting you know. So I just wanted to pop on here and make this video quickly, because I remember what it's like to be a new parent, and you're a little scared, a little frightened anytime the baby is crying for a long period of time. So these are some things that might help. So it's just like, it just take off the clothes skin to skin, and then calm baby down, and then maybe find something else to put on them, because a lot of times that's what it is. It's just it's the material or the clothes that you've put on the baby, and they need something different, like whatever, like a lot of those materials, high polyester, whatever, they just don't breathe, and they're so uncomfortable, and that could just be really annoying and irritating your baby. So check the bed. Make sure it isn't made of something that's also irritating the baby. So these are just other ideas that to make you aware of, right? And it's kind of like being an investigator. You just gotta keep trying different things to see what it is that's really upsetting baby, because they don't cry for no reason. There's always a reason, right? And also trust. If some babies don't like to be held by certain people, well then just trust that your baby's energy does not vibe with that person's energy, and you know what? It's like, hey, sorry, my baby doesn't want to be held by you, and don't leave your baby alone with people who upset your baby. So that just seems like common sense, heart sense to me. So I hope these tips help, and you're not alone. Reach out. There's always another more experienced mom out there. I mean, nobody gets more free advice than a new mom. Some of it's worth listening to, and some of it's worth trying. So we're all just trying to do our best to make sure our children are happy and healthy and growing, and all is well. So smiles to all of you out there. I hope these tips help, and maybe you might know a new parent who might benefit from hearing this advice or this information, and you can share the video. So smiles to everybody out there. It's me, Dana.